Master Customs, Calculating Goods Value Explained. Hello and welcome to our video on how to calculate the value of goods for customs purposes. Understanding the correct method to calculate the value of goods is crucial for customs brokerage and ensuring compliance with international trade regulations. In this video, we will walk you through the steps involved in calculating the value of goods, including the different elements to consider and the formulas to use. The first step in calculating the value of goods is to determine the transaction value, which is the primary method used for valuation. The transaction value is generally the price paid or payable for the goods when sold for export to the country of importation. It includes the price actually paid or payable, as well as any additional costs and expenses incurred in the transportation, loading, and insurance of the goods until their arrival at the final destination. Once you have the transaction value, you need to adjust it to account for certain deductive elements. These elements are deducted from the transaction value because they are not included in the customs value. Examples of deductive elements include any amounts paid for royalties, license fees, or any proceeds from subsequent resale, disposal, or use of the imported goods that accrue directly or indirectly to the seller. To calculate the customs value, you will need to apply the appropriate formula. The formula generally looks like this: customs value equals transaction value plus adjustments plus deductions. Adjustments refer to any additions to the transaction value, such as packing costs, commissions, or royalties and license fees. Deductions, as mentioned earlier, are deducted from the transaction value. It's worth noting that there are alternative methods available if the transaction value cannot be determined or used. These alternative methods include the deductive value method, the computed value method, the resale method, and the fallback method. These methods are used when the transaction value method is not applicable or when the customs authorities have reasons to doubt the accuracy or truthfulness of the declared value. Now let's talk about customs bonds. A customs bond is a financial guarantee that ensures the payment of customs duties and other fees owed to the customs authorities. It is required by customs in many countries as a security measure to protect their revenue and ensure compliance with import regulations. Importers, customs brokers, and other parties involved in the importation process can obtain a customs bond from a surety company. In addition to valuing goods in customs bonds, another important aspect of customs brokerage is the Importer Security Filing, ISF. ISF is a mandatory requirement enforced by U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, for all vessels entering the United States. It requires importers or their authorized agents to submit electronic filings containing information about the imported goods, such as the manufacturer, shipper, consignee, and commodity description, among others. Properly filing an ISF is crucial as any inaccuracies or failure to comply can result in penalties and delays in cargo clearance. It is important to note that ISF filings must be submitted at least 24 hours before loading the goods onto a vessel destined to the United States. So, it is essential for importers or their agents to have accurate and complete information about the goods well in advance to meet these requirements. In conclusion, calculating the value of goods, obtaining customs bonds, and filing importer security filings are essential elements of customs brokerage in international trade. By understanding the correct methods, adhering to regulations, and working with experienced customs brokers, importers can ensure smooth and efficient customs clearance processes. We hope you found this video informative, and we encourage you to watch our upcoming videos on customs brokerage for more valuable insights. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Disclaimer note below. Happy importing!